Hopefully this works. Thank you guys. So let's get into it. But if I'm not going to start the story with my mom, the story actually goes back on this conversation about vaccines, I think right about to here. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them male and female. He created them. This is a story that I told you that I grew up with, and many of you have. And if you happen to be one of those people that are allergic to religion, I understand, then just think of this as one of the oldest fables that's ever existed. And ask yourself how it got it so right. But as the story goes, Adam and Eve are created. They're given everything you can imagine you need in the world. Food and animals, dominion over animals, and beautiful, clean running water, and birds, and sky, and air, and rain. And God only has one rule, really. Do not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, lest you shall surely die. I don't know who that is. And I remember asking my dad, I don't understand this story. Aren't you teaching me to know good and evil? I thought that was the whole point of life. And he said, well, it's a little more complex than that. This is a bigger understanding of really never become so arrogant. You'll understand this more when you get older, he said, but don't become so arrogant that you think you know good and evil at the level that God does. God can count every hair on your head, knows everything that's happening in the world, and is a part of this beautiful dance, both good and evil. But if you think that you understand that or interject yourself there, if mankind gets to that point, we would surely die. I was like, whatever, Dad, I think I ran off to play some baseball. But as this story goes, God leaves Adam and Eve. He leaves them in Eden for some time, and eventually he comes back. And as he enters Eden, he sees that Adam and Eve are now wearing masks. And they're covered with some fig leaves. And he says, who told you you were naked? Who told you you weren't perfect? Who told you you couldn't breathe the air that I created? That your body was too weak to live on this earth? Who told you that your children needed 72 vaccines injected into them to be able to live on this earth? Who told